Good morning, scholars. We are going to be doing some tutoring on ELG U2.G12 on slope. You should follow along on your practice packet and pause the video after each section of problems to complete those types of problems. We have some essential information that we need to review before we can get started. This is all about slope. So it's essential that we remember the formula. M, which is how we indicate slope, is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Also, it's okay to switch the order. M can also be equal to y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2. As long as the 2's are in the same place and the 1's are in the same place, it doesn't make a difference. That should be written at the top of your paper. The first set of questions says to find the value of x or y so that the line through the points has the given slope. So we need to annotate our problem. The first thing I need to do is put a circle around my question. Find the value of x or y. I also need to put a box around important information. The line needs to go through the points given and have the given slope. So the first thing I notice is I have 2 points and I should label them. x1, y1, x2, y2. And this is my slope m, and anytime it doesn't have a fraction, you can put a 1 underneath. So I'm going to set this into my slope formula. So m equals y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2. When I plug in the information I know, m is 2 over 1 equals y1 is 4 minus y divided by 0 minus negative 1. From here, I know that 2 negatives become a positive, and I need to check if the bottom, which has all 3 terms filled in, is a correct statement. 0 plus 1 equals 1. That's correct. So because I know that the bottom statement is true, I can solve the top statement for the missing variable. I'm going to come and write it out here. 2 equals 4 minus y. I know that 4 minus 2 equals 2, so y equals 2. I'm going to check to make sure that I've accomplished the question that I circled. Find the value of x or y. I know that this is y, so I can put a check here. Please continue the remainder of the problems in this section of the worksheet and pause the video while you do so. On the back page, there's another set of questions. This set of questions says to find the coordinates of 3 more points that lie on the line below. I'm going to circle my question, find the coordinates of 3 more points. That's my action. That's what I need to do. The essential information is that those also need to lie on the line represented by these points. I can do this in 2 ways. The first way we're going to do this is graphing. I'm going to sketch a graph. This is much better done on graph paper. So positive 2, negative 6, and negative 2, negative 10. Also, we need to attend to precision and make sure that we're using a straight edge when we draw our line. Otherwise, the points that lie on that line will not be exact. So I can pick 3 additional points. So this is an original point. And this is an original point. I'm going to pick 3 additional points that lie on this line. Right here seems like a really great point. I know that the coordinates of this are 0 on the x, -8 on the y. I can also find another point as right here, which is going to be 4 on the x, -4 on the y. And I need one more point. This point is 6 on the x, -1, -2 on the y. Those would be my 3 additional points that I can write out right here. 0, -8, 4, -4, and 6, -2. Again, you should be doing this on graph paper. The second solution method I can use is to find the slope of the line using the points that I'm already given. So m equals -10 minus -6 divided by -2 minus 2. -10 minus -6 minus a negative is plus. -10 plus 6 is -4. -2 minus 2 is -4. This can reduce to a positive 1 over 1. I can then take one of my original points, 2, -6, and I can add my slope. This is my rise, which will be added to my y value. This is my run, which will be added to my x value. So I can take 2 plus 1 is 3, -6 plus 1 is -5. That's an additional point. Another one could be 4 if I add an additional 1. And if I add another 1 on the y, I get -4. That happens to be one of the points that we already wrote. You can continue it one more time by adding the rise and the run, and I'll get 5, -3. Either way can be used to solve this problem. Please remember to use your graph paper if you use the graphing method. You should stop the video at this point and complete the rest of the problems. When you've done both sets of practice problems, please come in on another day to retake this assessment.